Okay. I'll give you a little grace period. Try to get it by the end of SRT today. Okay. H. Listen up. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hey, so a couple things. I opened up this yesterday. Remember at the end of the period, gave you a short 5 question assignment. Should take you like about 10 minutes, but only 4 people turned it in. Okay. So just a little reminder. Okay. I'd like this done before class in the future, right? Okay. So like I'm gonna give you some grace period. It's still, the first time I've done one of these sorts of things. So get it done by SRT would be great. Okay. I don't work on it right now. We'll talk about it later, but do it by SRT. And again, that if you want to look at that again, that just simple questions here like what is ecology? Fill in the levels of organization. This is in a picture. That's a big hint. This is in a picture in that text. What's the difference between biotic and abiotic? This is right out of the text, 3 methods. And I'm okay if you cut and paste, like that's fine as long as you're reading it. If you go to the actual thing, you can find what is ecology. Right here's the definition. Okay, boom. Okay, down here, abiotic and biotic factors. Great. Okay, but try to look through this. Here's the methods that they use, stuff that we talked about already. Okay, and then this question about your favorite species. So list your species and paste a pic. So find a picture on the internet, right? And then just paste it there. I think most people know how to do that on the Chromebook. All right, any questions? So in the future, try to get that done before. Most of my homework assignments are, try to keep them kind of short like that. Okay, but there you go. All right, just a couple other little quick hits. I got an email this morning, and I was super stoked about it. And the email was that tonight is a huge, let's see if I can go to this. That's not what I want to hit. Okay, it looks like a huge night for migration. So this is the night of 3 to 4. So September 3rd to September 4th, we're in this red zone. I can share this with you, but I also want to share with you this website, which is really cool. And it will give you the state. So we can click on Indiana here, and it will tell us that tonight is a huge night for bird migration. So I don't know what that means as far as the junco is concerned. We're going from an area last night, pretty good, to tonight being huge, and then so Friday night, pretty good, but not as good as tonight. So that's a huge thing. I look at, what's that, buddy? Oh, sorry. Yeah, the red is good. Yeah. Red is good. Sorry. Let's see if they give me like a scale to give you that. No. Yeah. And yellow still good too. It's like goes to orange, or like yellow to orange, I think is the, let's see if it gives me the scale here. Why does it not give me the scale? Let's try this. All right. Let's see. Gray, like nothing. Orange, pretty good. Yellow, and then it looks like red is the best. Oh yeah, here we go. High. Let's see if you can see this. High is red, medium is orange, yellow is low, and then the gray is none. Thanks for asking. So we go back and look at Indiana again. Whoa, I don't want that. Let's go down. This is big time. So now, and then the next night, not as good. Everything's kind of moving south. So I did look up the junco just to make sure from September to September, and we're still up in that Grayling, Michigan area. Okay, and we're over here in the Cleveland area. Nothing yet in Indiana, so we'll see what happens, man. Like tomorrow morning, I doubt anyone will have put anything in for Indiana, but maybe keep a lookout this weekend for juncos. There is a strong possibility that maybe we'll see some. I am not sure. If we've got a huge, massive migration, they could be, and if that's the case, it'll be the earliest I've ever seen them in the state of Indiana. So we'll see what happens. I'm pumped. All right. So there's some news for you. All right, let's play a little Quizlets. Let's do some individual, then we'll do some teams. Are you starting to get to the point where you're like, I'm getting these? Some of you?
Yeah, I won it for the first time.
Sure. Yeah. Next week, I want to start to have the conversation of like, how ready are you? And how's this test going to go? Here's how it's going to go. I'm going to give you a blank sheet of paper with lines on it, okay? So it's going to look something like this, okay? And I will put the slides of the birds up there, and then you will write them down. So you're like, okay, so how am I going to do that, right? So you're like, I can't spell. I hate spelling. I can't write. This is just spelling count. Spelling does not count. But if you spell dark-eyed junco, PKWRSTZAAABRTTT, then it's wrong. Okay, it's got to be close. Look at my lovely wife. Let's give her a round of applause. Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she? Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So there you go. You kind of get the idea. Get the idea. And I don't want you to freak out about this. 99% of people do really well on this test. Okay, because we practice. We even have a practice test. Okay. If some of you are like, okay, we'll figure out an alternative. Okay, but everyone's going to try to write them, and then in the future, what we'll do, we'll figure it out. Because I'm going to have a good idea if you know what you know. So don't freak out about the writing. Y'all with me on this? Just stick with it. All right, we good? Let's do it. Left of 80. I like that. All right, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, that was like record speed, man. That was crazy. Let's do it again. What's a melon? I drew blue duck because I always wanted to see blue duck. Riley, get that reference. Oh, yes. Dang, man, that was amazing. Okay, let's go one more individual, and then we'll do teams. We'll do one teamer. Dang, you guys are fast. Oh, repeat! I think that was the first repeat that we've had in a long time. That's awesome. All right, now listen. All right, let's do one teams once just for that bit. Hey, I got a question for you. Okay, honest question. So I want to try this for the first time ever, and that is I want to do a Quizlet live. Okay, on like so I'll like share my screen or I'll email you all the code. Like I don't even use Zoom, okay? But like I want to figure out like what is sorry, your shirt caught my attention. Yeah, Alex, yeah. Do you have a question? Give it to me, buddy. You have what? Oh, nice. Awesome. All right, so here's my big question for you. Okay, what time, and I'll ask fifth grade this too, so I want it to be first and fifth together, like ultimate champions, right? What time of day would be like the best? Like,
SRT.
we could do SRT. I didn't think about that.
Midnight.
We could do SRT might be the easiest way to do it. Okay, let's do it. That's perfect. Why did I think about SRT? You
Hey,
said that.
today?
Kenneth, you're a genius.
I don't know if you said it.
Okay? I can't do it today because I won't have fit. Yet. How about tomorrow during SRT?
Yeah.
When you don't have internet?
We did. Wi-Fi's very laggy in the
How
power.
about this? How about
Yeah, how about you bring us all to your SRT?
let's do so I get the whole pack thing. Can we do Tuesday? Because I have my meeting on Monday. Can we do Tuesday?
Yeah.
Does that work for everybody? Does that work for you guys? Okay. Tuesday SRT. And that'll give us time to kind of remind ourselves. And you don't have to do it if you don't want to, if you forget. But I'll email you the code at the beginning of SRT on Tuesday, and then we'll see what happens. Oh man, I'm pumped about this, like super pumped.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Because yo. Oh man.
I literally clicked the second you messed up.
Alex, no way I don't got that.
These both could be almost exactly the same.
I don't got that one.
I don't have it.
We gotta stop for the glitter gold.
We did 3 rounds of that.
The shorter beak. Very woodpecker. Yeah.
I have field sparrow.
Thank you for letting me hear that.
American crow. I have an owl.
I got red out.
We both got.
One more time. I'm gonna shuffle up the teams.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
Them again.
Here we go. Boom.
I get one.
I got that.
Alex has a bluebird. Has an orange belly.
Nope.
Holy cow, bears! Look at you go.
Bears, just not the one.
He has to get.
Chandler, you can do it.
It's over.
Nice. All right, let's close your Chromebooks for a few minutes here. I touched the bird. All right, now listen. We're gonna have a quiz tomorrow. Okay, I don't even want you to necessarily study for the quiz. Okay, you're like, what teacher tells you not to study for the quiz? Okay, this one. Okay, now listen. You can if you want, but I'm hoping that the majority of you in this room are like, okay, we've been practicing this a lot. Okay, so tomorrow quiz, I'm not gonna grade it. Okay. Okay, but when we get back here on Tuesday, you're like, oh, can you have a quiz on Tuesday? Because I'm evil. Okay, here's what that's gonna look like. Okay, it's gonna look just like this. But I made that decision yesterday in this class to start writing control up here. I should have switched these before today, but I forgot. All right, so let's do this together. I want you to think about this in your brain first before you say it out loud and see if you get it right. Okay, but this is exactly how the quiz is going to go down with just different stories. So here's the first one. Some teachers think that students learn best after drinking coffee. They teach, that might be Kenneth, right? So they teach the same lesson, but one class drinks coffee before the class while the other gets water. They give a test and compare the results. So the teachers say, okay, man, we're going to have a group that we're going to give coffee. We're going to give a group with no coffee, but we're going to give them water. Okay? What's the control in that situation? The water, right? Why water? Yeah, all of you in here are allowed to drink water, right? But no teacher, like, yeah, a teacher says, like, you know, all of a sudden they're like, hey, can I go fill up my water bottle? Sure. But if you ask, all of a sudden Finn says, hey, do you mind if I go to Kina Club Bunker and get myself coffee? They're probably not going to be allowed to do so, right? Okay, so coffee is the weird thing here. Okay, right? Okay, so if coffee's the weird thing, is the coffee the independent or the dependent variable? It's independent, right? That's what we're changing, right? Okay, dependent as measurement, independent tested. Okay, so what's the dependent in this case? The test results, right? Okay, like we want to see, like my hypothesis, right, is like your test scores are going to go way up if you do some coffee beforehand, right? Okay, okay, there you go, right? Hopefully, I don't want to raise hands, but hopefully you're like, okay, I'm getting this. Okay, can you guys put your Chromebooks down for just a little bit? We'll have some time, maybe do that here in the end. Okay, let's do this next one. A student wants to test if giving dogs a toy to play with makes their tail wag more. He gives dog toys to one group, while the other group of dogs does not get any toys. He counts the number of times each dog wags their tail. Okay, this is our. Okay, so in this case, what's the control? What's staying the same? No toy, right? Dog's no toy. I want to see, right? I want to see if the toy makes the change, right? Okay, I'm going to see if the dog like does something different, right? Both times I'm looking at the wags, but I'm changing the toy part, right? Okay, so if I'm changing the toy part, is that the independent or dependent variable? Independent, right? That's what I'm changing. Okay, what am I measuring? Yeah, wags. Good, Savannah. Okay, there you go. Let's do one more. Okay, let's try this one together. A student wonders if adding a turd to like a piece of food, okay, right, to fresh water will change the temperature at which the water boils. Okay. I've actually tried this. I was curious. Took a dump in a pot. I'm just kidding. Okay, inner kitchen. I've made some stuff that smells like poop though. I mean, not on purpose, by accident, right? Cooking fails, right? Hashtag that. Inner kitchen. She puts 1 liter of fresh water. Okay, stick with me, folks. Stick with me. In her kitchen, she puts 1 liter of fresh water into 2 pans and then adds 3 turds. Yes, I did write this. I'm sorry. Okay, to the water in 1 pan. She places both pans on the stove, uses a thermometer to obtain their starting temperatures, and then turns both heating elements to the same high temperature. She continues to monitor the temperatures in both pans of water until they both boil. Okay, this is a little bit longer than the other ones, okay? So what's the control?
The control is the normal pot of water.
Normal pot of water. You do not want to really put turds in pots, right? Okay, I mean, you can, right? But there you go. You use that nice word, normal, right? Okay, but in this case, I said she puts 1 fresh water into 2 pans, add 3 turds in 1 pan, right? Okay, so that's the control. Okay, what am I changing?
Food water.
The poop water, right? Okay, so there you go. Okay, the poop water changes things, and then what am I measuring?
How much pop makes poop oil?
Okay, how much pop makes poop oil? I like that, man. I like that.
Yes, poop oil.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. So like the time it takes to boil the water, right? Horrible experiment. That's what I'm measuring there. Okay. Yeah, what's that? Man? It will smell like it. All right. Now I end with this one today because starting on Monday, okay, we are going to start an experiment in this class. I'm super excited about it. And guess what? It involves poop. Right? Yeah, right. Now, not human poop, right? Because I would probably get in trouble for that. Okay, not frog poop. Fish. How big are Wrigley's poops? Are they pretty big? Like Wrigley's, like you're talking giant poops? You got like a giant poop? You should. I bet there's much. Okay, right. All right, all right. Yes. Oh yeah, I mean Tuesday. I keep saying Tuesday, right? Yes.
You have a comments?
Oh, you're on my wavelength here. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. All right.
Okay.
Here's our experiment. So I want all of you right now to form a hypothesis in your head. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Okay, starting Tuesday, all of you in this room, and I think I've figured out good ways to do this so that we can be socially distant and yet still do some lab stuff. Okay, and I could clean this stuff up. But we are going to be looking at lettuce. Okay, we're gonna grow lettuce. You can, well, at the end. You can. Okay. All right. Now come back. Come back. Okay. All right. Here's what's happening, guys. Here's what's gonna happen. Okay. At my house right now, and I've got to bring it in. I've got 2 Tupperware containers. One, both about this big. Okay. One like this. I think they're 30 gallons. Okay. And then one like this, and they sit on top of each other. In the bottom Tupperware, okay, like we're talking like, like the crates you put like Christmas on. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, tote, yeah. Okay, is water with 7 goldfish. The goldfish, when I bought them, were about this big. They were feeder fish. Okay, now they're about this big. Okay, I've had them now for 3 years in the same tank. In that bottom tank, there's also a pump. Okay, that pump, okay, sprays the water from the fish that are swimming in there into the top Tupperware. Yes.
What happens if our fish or lettuce die?
Great question. Okay, so these fish, like a few fish have died over the years. I think I started with 10. One summer, I don't know if these fish have like superpowers or what, but one summer I forgot about them and they were in the greenhouse and they stayed alive and I never fed them. And I don't know how they did it. And it was like 4,000 degrees out there. Like, I have no idea. Yes.
Are you missing any fish?
Am I missing any fish?
No, after the summer.
No, man.
And they ate the babies.
What's that?
They ate the babies.
Oh, I bet you're right. They ate the babies. I never thought about that. But I've never seen any babies. But maybe
That's
they.
why you never seen them.
Oh my gosh, Zane, that is hilarious. But you could be right. I bet you are right. Yes.
So you just have a small aquaponics thing, like.
Yeah. I mean, like you'll see it sits like about like this is the bottom one. and then the top one would come about like up here.
You ever thought about getting a bigger one?
I have. I made this one myself. So with just parts that I got at Dollar General and, well, Dollar General, the hardware store and Amazon. Yeah, goldfish.
You need a different fish tank because my brother's hamsters died that we had in the
Make a bigger aqua poop tank.
Yeah. All right, now listen. So here's what we're gonna see on Tuesday. So in the bottom, I got the fish, okay? Then in the top, there is nothing but pipes with these sprayers in them, okay? They spray the lettuce that are in these little cages, if you will, okay? They're like these open cups, okay? That's a cage. And so the lettuce stays in that, okay? And there's zero soil in that cup, okay? The only thing that is in that cup will be the roots of the lettuce plant, okay? And it's running 24 hours, okay? So the fish are in the bottom swimming, eating. The pump sprays the water onto these little cups where the lettuce are, okay? So I want you to make a prediction now, and I also want to talk about two terms, and that's abiotic and biotic. Okay, in this case, okay, we've got fish in this aquaponics unit with the lettuce. We are also going to plant lettuce in soil. Okay, all right, so I got lettuce in soil. I got then lettuce in the fish food. Okay, right? Okay, which one do you think is going to grow tall? Do you think it's going to be the fish poop lettuce or the soil?
I feel like it should be the soil lettuce. Real too much soil lettuce is like.
I don't know the answer, folks. I really don't know the answer. Okay. All right. I want you to make that prediction in your head. Now, in last night's homework, which four of you did, but maybe all of you know this answer anyways, maybe you started it. There were two terms that we're going to use a lot, and that's biotic and abiotic. Okay? One of the terms means living, one of the terms means non-living. Which one is non-living? Abiotic. Okay? So in my fish poop experiment, give me one factor that is abiotic. Yes, Sam. The poop, okay, could have some living stuff in the poop. Okay? Okay? Yeah, the poop isn't living, but there could be living stuff in the poop. So maybe the non-living stuff. I'll go for that 100%. Yes. The water's non-living, absolutely. Okay? And then what would be some non-living stuff in the poop? Okay, yeah. But the poop is very important in this experiment. What could be, well, think about what farmers use. Yeah, manure. Why do they put manure on the fields?
For nutrients.
Boom. What's two main fertilizers that plants love? Nitrogen and what? No. Starts with a P.
Potassium.
No, well, yeah, a little potassium. It's a bigger one. No.
Wait,
No.
what's that? Is it like,
Who said that? Wait. Phosphorus.
I knew it was
Boom.
H.
Nitrogen, phosphorus. Okay. Those are abiotic components, right? Okay. Give me the biotic in this experiment.
Lettuce.
Fish, lettuce, yes, those are living, right? Abiotic, non-living, biotic, living. Have you heard these terms before?
Yeah.
You should have.
In the homework.
Okay. Thanks, Riley. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there, but just a quick reminder that, like, please, dear heavens, turn this in by the end of SRT, okay? That would be great. There's stuff on what? What? There's stuff on what? I know. It's a bummer. I don't know how it happened. Yeah. I don't know. It's ripped on that one corner. I don't know how that happened.